How dandy it is to meet you again, true believers! Just like old Jazzy Jess promised, the web-slinger is slinging again, in an all-new story that will go down in history. It's best you just take our word for it. We still don't provide refunds. In this episode, our hero might have finally met his match, as he tangles himself in a grueling, ruling predicament of insect infestation. Now let's take a dive into the bizarre yet marvelous life of the amazing Spider-Man.
It is with great honor to declare this date of the month Spider-Man Day. He is proven to be more than just a savior that protects our town, but also an individual that looks out for those less fortunate than him. And now our hero would like to present his speech on behalf of New York.
Much obliged, Mayor. I really appreciate your praise. You're all good people, you know that? But I can't take all the credit for myself. I may have started this fundraising campaign, Web for Weens, but it wouldn't have been successful if not for the support of my fellow New Yorkers.
Boy, if only New York loved me this much in reality.
Anyways, you know that old saying folks tell us, money can't buy happiness? Well, how wrong they are. Because this money will bring a whole lot of smiles to those needy tots' faces.
While Spidey is basking in his accomplishment, a blur of orange and purple swooped down and cleaned the charity wagon of all its funds. Ha-ha! Sorry to appear so sudden at this time and place, but you are right. The money sure brings a smile to my face.
Save the poetry, good-looking. Who are you and what are you doing with the needy's money? Unless you have a charitable cause, I suggest you start talking.
The name's Insect Man, the shiftiest raider. I'm superior to you, Web Crusader. As for my cause, I'm trying to make ends meet. Just enough to live on Easy Street. Ha 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 ha!
Sorry I asked. If you won't return that rightfully, I have no choice but to go rough on ya. Come here, you. Whoops!
You have a mighty good eye. If only, like me, you could fly.
Very well. However, if there's one thing spiders have a knack for, it's snaring pesky flies into our silky nets.
Missed again, my friend. As much as you flatter me, you're way too slow. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go!
I wouldn't boast if I were you. You've caught me off guard, but I'll be ready for you next time. Just you wait, chum.
It didn't take long for Insect Man's infamy to spread like wildfire. All thanks to poor Spidey's goof.
Extra! Extra! Read all about it! New villain who calls himself the Insect Man makes a clean getaway with the needy's cash funds. Spider-Man failed to stop him. Read all about it!
The following day, Spider-Man tracked down the Insect Man with his foolproof spider sense. He found him ransacking priceless portraits at the art gallery. We've been through this every production day, fellas. My spider sense doesn't work that way. Silent and steady, Spider-Man enters the art gallery without making a single sound. Like a real spider, he creeps up behind Insect Man while his back is turned.
Don't underestimate the element of surprise. As long as he doesn't suspect a thing, he's as good as defeated. Now!
Before Spider-Man had the advantage, he is grabbed and squeezed into a death grip.
Holy Hannah! He's just as strong as me!
Stronger is the right word. And in case you haven't heard, I too have senses of my own. Minutes ago, I detected you in the zone. Buddy, I could pop you like a balloon, but... Let that serve as a warning, you red and blue buffoon! There goes Insect Man again with all the loot. Is Spidey ready to call it quits?
Not on your life, pal!
The other following day at the rooftop of Sally's Fine Jewelry. Ha 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 ha! The easiest caper yet to bring. Nobody can beat a man with wings.
Hold it right there, Shutterbug. It takes more than a cuddly bear hug to scare away your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
You still won't resign? Your learning curve is a real flat line.
Who said I'd never learn? Try avoiding my new heat-seeking web formula. Got him! Now let me see those jewels.
You forgot that I'm much stronger. These puny threads won't hold me much longer.
Looks like it's back to the old drawing board, Spidey boy.
Just like how you can spin your own nets. Have some fresh nectar and watch it set. The clever Insect Man squirts Spidey with a hot, sticky fluid that very much resembles honey. Except there's nothing sweet about it.
So what? A little maple syrup never hurt? What the? This stuff is hardening like concrete. Clearly you're not just a pretty face.
Your tricks are becoming easy to mock. If only your brain was as big as your muscles, you jock. Now excuse me as I take my leave. I've got bills to count. Good luck breaking free.
This solidified nectar will deteriorate eventually. Wouldn't mind waiting for a while.
10 hours later.
Still here. I really loathe that guy.
Spider-Man!
Hello, young true believers. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is here to discuss the importance of muscle-increasing liquid kilter, or in short, milk, or as I like to call it, my good friend calcium. The next time you grab a snack to enjoy with the Spidey sound experience, take into account, as prescribed by a superhero, soft drinks, such as soda pop, are full of nothing but an overabundance of sugar and chemical preservatives you're unfamiliar with. Where do you think all those bubbles come from? If you want a substitute for washing down your popcorn or saltines, try a tall, cool glass of milk. It's more refreshing and carries a healthy supplement of calcium to help develop strong bones. Without it, I couldn't lift any weight unbearable to the average man or wallop a sleazy crook into next month. Remember to chug your daily dose of calcium.
I know you're trying to please the sponsor, fellas, but do we really have to corrupt these kiddies' minds like this? Second of all, you have me holding a soda pop bottle on the album cover. So doesn't that make this PSA a bit ironic?
Heidi, Spidey!
Extra, extra! Insect Man continues with a shifty robbery spree. Spider-Man deemed helpless against him. Will he have to hang up his mask? Also, Scoop! Undertaker's daughter allegedly marrying werewolf. Get the latest here!
Helpless. No matter what efforts Spidey puts into heart, this buzzing baddie could barely be beat. Such a tragedy. Not only that, but it's also tainting his good name around the city. The entirety of New York feels their hero has finally let them down. What is Spider-Man to do about it? Especially with someone who makes mincemeat of his spider powers.
The more I look at this photo, the more it gives me a migraine. That oversized wasp. Robbing the city for everything it's worth. And ruining my reputation. Why? I've never lost a brawl in my life. Of all people, it had to be the cheap brand ex-copy who thinks he's a poet. He has no taste in fashion either. Just look at those clashing colors, stiff fabric, and those corny antennas. Hold the phone. Are those static waves? Circuiting from his antennas? Haven't noticed them before. What else have I missed in detail?
Spider-Man studied the photo carefully. And, to his discovery,
Tapping tarantulas in Tennessee! It's all coming in clearly now. His suit has a shiny exterior to it, like it's some sort of armor. I also happen to notice how brightly his lenses are glowing. That could only mean one thing. All of his powers are artificial, and he stores the energy up in those antennas of his. All right, Insect Man, I've been bugged enough. Time to take my chances with you one last time, and it'll be my turn to top.
Spider-Man has found his pride again. With a new rush of confidence surging through his body, he arranged a special meeting on top of the Empire State Building.
Oh, Insecty! Insecty! Here I am, going against your wishes. Wanting to partake in a showdown, I have a 3% chance of winning. Come on out and let me kick your tail.
Ah, the spider has come out to play, I see. You just won't ever listen to me. I'm through fooling around and won't be so gentle. You had your chance, and now the score I'll settle. I know many different ways to skin and maim. I'll turn you into a trophy after winning this game.
Go on, Beetle Brain. Give it your best shot. Take me. I'm yours.
The Insect Man suddenly gets an idea from their location, as he found a fitting end for our web slinger. The way I see it, you don't seem so tough. Pray to the heavens, Webhead, 'cause we're going up! Sweeping Spider-Man into his arms, he carries him up to the clouds. Unless Spidey has a gimmick, it'll take a spatula to clean him off the pavement. I bid you adieu. It was fun while it lasted, and now New York is in for a really big splat, kid. Any last requests? I'm still understanding. Make it quick, before I shout, Happy Landings!
Requests? Why, that's very modest of you. How about I bring something along for the fall? Like these antennas.
Stop that, you wall-crawling nitwit! Leave those be! Now! I mean it! Now look what you've done! Where's your regret? The both of us will fall to our death!
I wouldn't worry about that. As long as I have 2 full web shooters, I can craft myself a parachute. Like this.
What about me? Web me a string! I'm falling! Falling!
As much trouble as you were, old Spidey ain't gonna let anyone splatter all over the sidewalk. Keep our city clean.
Before Insect Man could reach the hard ground, Spidey breaks his fall in a giant spider's web, trapping him as well.
Far out! Guess these antennas were the source of his power. Smatter there, buddy. Having trouble snapping that web now?
Don't be so overconfident, wise guy. Mark my words. Again we'll meet.
Please, Insecty. I'm not in the mood. If I have to hear another rhyme, it'll be too soon. Oh, no.
Extra! Extra! Spidey clears his name by caging up the Insect Man. All goods returned to where they belong, including the money for the needy.
Isn't that Spider-Man something? No matter how many setbacks push him down, he always gets back up. He conquered the battle, redeemed himself, and won the heart of New York back, mostly with all the gorgeous gals, though we can't get into detail with that. But this is only the beginning, true believers. The amazing Spider-Man will return. You can bet on it.
Another episode? Darn it all. It pays well, but how many more excuses can I keep giving Gwen?
Spider-Man, yes, Spider-Man, the world's most amazing Spider-Man. Calling all crooks, he'll trap you yet and wrap you up in that silky net. The all-time champ of the spider set. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Heidi, Spidey.